Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of the last episode of this tutorial, this 4-part tutorial. This is the materials and finishing stage. If you haven't seen the last 3 tutorials, then you probably need to go check them out. One's about to all of the first three are creating this room and creating the couches and everything you see in between. So please go check them out if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a border to this because I forgot to do that. I'm going to go extrude inner, and I actually have a photo I want to put up there. So now I'm going to start adding materials. So I'm going to go double click down here and I go matte. I'm going to double click on the matte. I'm going to go color. I'm going to go to texture. I'm going to load image. So I'm going to go find my image, and it's at my portfolio, and it is right there, but I got to find it somewhere. Here it is. Save image as. I'm going to just save it to my desktop. Save. Sorry, everyone's. I'm doing myself started clan. Need a logo. Too bad. So next one soon. I can't see. Hope. Okay. So now that we've got that, we're gonna look for. I'm just gonna quickly look for some wood. So light wood texture. And you want to find something that actually is fairly deep, I guess, or large. So you want to go to any size large. I'm going to go to light texture. And I'm going to use this. This light. Actually, no, I'm going to use the Black Cherry Estate JPEG. As you can see, all I looked up was light wood, and I'm going to save that. I'm going to save it as a JPEG. Now I'm going to go to, because I already know what I want, I'm going to go to black rug texture. And that is actually exactly what I wanted. Right. You always just got to check if there's anything better, but that's fairly close to what I wanted. 3 times larger. I'm just going to quickly show you what I'm going to do with this. So with my screen, I'm going to go desktop. I'm going to click. So say yes. You're going to put the brightness down to 0. Make strength down to 0. Actually, no, sorry, that's wrong. You want to do both, but you want to put the brightness down of the color to 0. So now you've got that, you want to go to matte. You want to select that and you want to drag it and drop it. And as you can see, it's created my first ever apartment, but I don't know why it's doing that. I think that is because it actually isn't over. It's there. Oh yeah, and as you can see, it's shown up here as a painting on the side of my, or a photo on the side of my house. And as you can see with that one, that's the kind of style I was hoping to get with this one. I'm going to add a mirror there quickly. So, but as you can see, this actual light that I've added right here is making everything look pretty sick. Except for a bit of shadowing over here, which is a bit of a problem. So you go to specular and you get rid of specular, and it just gets rid of that glow on all paintings. And a lot of modelers do that, and it looks fairly bad on their work. So that's all you need to do with that. I just downloaded my black rug carpet, so I'm gonna go. Oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to invisible. I'm gonna get my Black Cherry Estate before I do it. No, what do you mean it already exists? Save as, save. Okay, so you want to keep your texture pack always open because your texture pack is Google practically. So you want to go and click on your normal cube that one you had at the start. You want to go polygon mode, live selection tool, and you just want to go all out nuts on the floor. Because actually, before you do that, I lie, you want to get a really nice white color. So you want to, I'm going to go for a cream white color, cream white texture, a light cream white texture, and that is not what I'm looking for. French cream icing that color there is what I'm looking for, but it's not. Wow, okay. No, I didn't want ice cream, I wanted the texture. I do like this. Except it has a amazing wall watermark on it. Thank you, amazing wall. Your website will be sorely missed. Okay, people are creaming on their arms. That's weird. Plastered wall, 6 times larger. Better. Okay, this is what I wanted. Kind of. No. Why do you do this to me? Need white concrete texture. This should work. Yes. Painted wood. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted anyway. So we're going to take this and we're going to save it. And we're going to save it as a free textured painted wood. I'm going to go save. So all you need to do is create the same material, and you need to go color, get rid of specular, color, load image, and free texture back with painted wood, color, get rid of color. Actually, you can do specular with this one, because just shoot it down a little bit. You just want to do the whole thing white. It's a lot of white, I know, but that's a good start for right now. So now you want to click on polygon mode, go select, ring selection, this one, and as you can see, it should have highlighted most of it. If it hasn't, just go around the circle, as we were doing in the first one, in the first tutorial episode. We didn't do the back wall because we're not going to look at it, so we don't need to worry about that. But as you can see, back wall is done. And now we're going to create a new texture, and the new texture is going to be the actual floor, the Black Cherry Estate floor. So yes, get rid of specular. Actually no, you can leave specular on for this one, and you just see how I highlight everything, and now that is that color. So I also want the floor to be redo, undo, redo, polygon. That one isn't finished. Now it's finished, so we're going to create the texture again. Load image, Black Cherry Estate, yes. Close, back up, brightness down to 0. And you place it on. Now we're going to go to the live selection tool, and we're just going to go AWOL on every single thing or cell we see on the floor by clicking highlight or shift and just going everywhere. I'm not sure if that's going to do, yeah, that is going to do the top layer. We don't want the top layer. So we're just going to have to back up a bit. I should have made this a bit bigger, but it's too late now. So just get every single thing, because we're trying to make this look as realistic as possible, and the lighting does affect the floors and underneath everything. So you want to just dive under the couch, just like you're cleaning your room or something. And you want to highlight everything you can, especially around the bed, because the beds are really easy to miss. And it's a big part of the whole process, getting each and every single cell. If you do that and you run up the wall, you're like, oh no, I don't have to undo anything. You just click Control and you get rid of that. It's easy as that, so you don't have to restart. And highlight everything under the bed. So everything there is done. I'm just going to go down the wall quickly. And that looks like, to me, every single cell is highlighted. You just got to check the very edges of them, because sometimes they snake away. And you can mat it. But for some reason this... What? Wow, okay. Cube. Ah, better. Okay. So we've done the whole floor. You just need to check that you've got everything around the floor, and it looks like I have, which is I'm happy about. I'm just going to do the edges of here again, because this is really easy to forget. It's the detail in these works that make the final products look like an actual professional job. And this is nowhere near professional. I'm nowhere near professional. This is just a quick tutorial on how to create a cool room for this community. Yeah, we're just gonna highlight that. Oh, and as you can see, it's coming on pretty well so far. We'll just take a gaze at what this looks like, and as you can see, it's already looking really smooth. That texture on the floor is looking sick. The wall could be a different color maybe, so we can just go and find that again. Yeah, I'm really not liking that wall. It's not looking that sharp. The floor is, but the top isn't either. So I gotta fix up that. I'm gonna go to black wood texture. I'm going to use this blackwood wallpaper, and I'm going to go back to the cube. I'm going to use my live selection tool, and I'm going to go over it. Now everything you do here, or now in the lighting mode or material, it's all up to you. You can play around with what you want. I'm just recommending stuff that will probably look better than just materials that you have made, because, well, experience does help. And if you want to like ask me, I'm gonna probably say all these materials as a pack. I'll probably actually put this as a download just to see if people are having queries, what's going on, and how they can fix if they're having any problems. But I'm just gonna quickly do this as a back wall. I'm gonna make this black, which is gonna look pretty cool with that nice black texture. But as you can see, I'm just getting every single cell, so none of the cells miss out. There's some cells behind the bed that are hiding. There's one, and there's three. But I can't. You can just go along, I guess, do all that. So I'm gonna create another texture now, and it's gonna be. Oh, no way! That's super annoying. What did I just do? What did I just download? Oh yeah, it downloaded. Wicked. Alright, so now I'm going to use the matte. I'm going to go back to matte. I'm going to go texture, load image, blackwood wallpaper. Awesome. And I'm going to chuck it on, getting rid of the brightness. I'm going to chuck it on the back wall. Cool. Cool. Okay, see, right there we had missed a spot and it had already looked bad. So, chuck it on now and see if I missed a spot. And it looks like I haven't, which is pretty sick. It's gonna go, no, oh, I did too, no. Ugh. This is getting annoying. And this is what I mean about being fairly anal about everything you do. Poof. Okay, there we go. There's my black wall. We got a white wall. Not liking the white wall really that much. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna get rid of it anyway, so don't worry about that. I'm just gonna quickly have a drink, guys, because I've been speaking for an hour and 30 minutes non-stop. Oh, that's good. Alright, so back to Google, and we're going to go to light texture. White texture. Wallpaper texture. White linen paper. How big is this? No, linen paper is not going to look good on a wall. I just want a white wall. It can't be that hard to give me a white wall, white texture. Are you gonna do me well? No. Yeah, maybe. I'll try it. Save image. Save. And if I can't, whoa, easy on rug. I'm gonna go matte, color, load image, and to overdo what you've done before, all you have to do is click on that and click on your new texture. Go up to the first texture you see on the cube, and just change it. And as you can see, that changed fairly quickly. And I'll see what it looks like now. Render. And my dog started barking. Okay, that's looking pretty decent. I'm liking that white texture there. And the bed and stuff are looking decent, I guess. I'm not sure about the white on the top. We'll come to that when we cross that bridge at the end. So now I'm going to want a black border. So I'm also going to go up to here, back to my painting, and go ring selection. Going to go to the outside of the ring. Ring selection. I don't know why it's live selection then. Fine, whatever. Okay. Do what you want to do. And then I'm going to go around my edges, all edges. And I'm going to do my edges, edges, edges. Going to matte. And I've got my black wood texture on that. So now that's that done, I'm going to leave. I'm actually can't be bothered to make a stainless steel in the textures right now because it's a really bit of a hard thing to do. Well, not hard, it's just annoying. And now that we've done all that, all we need to do is add the final textures to the bookcase, the couch, and the bed and the rug. So all you need to do is load image. So it's basically doing the same thing again. We're just gonna get the same stuff for the same wood. Actually, we'll go for a different wood. What wood should we go for? Let's go for a dark cherry wood. Texture. Okay, we're gonna use this one. Is it large? Please be large. It is not, which annoys me. What are we gonna use? We're gonna use this one, QS Classic. Online discount forum, save. And now we're just gonna create another texture. The same thing as always. There is one more thing. I'm just gonna create a quick little specular. I'm gonna create a quick little bedside table or a table here, but I'm gonna add a material into the pack I'll give you for this one, but it will be in the actual pack, so don't worry about that. I'm just gonna create a quick material myself. So you go up to color. I'm gonna go to gradient. I'm gonna go to white. Reflection. Fresnel. 45%. Actually no, 25%. For 15%. Specular, I'm going to go classic, it's fine. Do that one. Bedside table. Now I'm going to go further in. I'm going to do a blacker color, just a dark black. And a reflection, same as 25%. Fresnel. All Fresnel does is it makes it a nicer reflection. So now we can click on that, go in, live selection tool, make that black, And you just keep going down on all the sides. Well, on the sides you want to change colours. So I'm enjoying that colour. I'm going to change this. I'm going to make it silver now. I'm going to go colour off, reflection on. That's it for that one. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually merge a material that I'm going to give to you guys as well. But I'm going to do the bed now. So we've done the bottom of the bed. We just need to do the top of the bed. I'm going to use the same material for these ones. And I might actually edit this, so I'm going to make this a bit bigger. Just going to go across the layer at the top, go to bevel, drag it in, and push it up a bit. It's not really what I wanted. That's more of what I wanted. I'm going to do the same on the top two layers, so add them all, go to polygon mode, live selection, cross, cross, and across the top one. And we want to go bevel, in, and we're just going to drag upwards. And as you can see, it just gives it more lift off the ground. And they're all coloured, so I'm enjoying that. We've still got to do the lamp, so I'm going to go to, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to woven texture, light woven texture, and just find a really simple, any size. Light lamp texture. I guess light cloth. I can't really think of what I would name this. It's not the cloth I wanted. Kind of like that. So I'm going to save this one. And all I'm doing is creating these textures and just adding them on. It's fairly simple at the moment. So, blue velvet, color. Oh, whoops, I did the wrong one. Canvas, yes. Down. On. I'm going to create a new color for this one. I'm going to go color, black again. Actually, no, I use this same color. Except I'm going to create a nice little black outline for the bottom of this base. Ring, 1, 2, 3. Drag in, create a new color. I'm going to go luminance, bright color, white, luminance down to about 40, 60, 30, 60. Just place it. Let's back up a bit and see what it looks like. Get that one in as well. I hate when it does this. Okay, so now that we've nearly completed the textures, just a couple more that we need to do, including the white silk texture. Wow, why don't you show up and then I click on you use something random? Now my computer's being stupid. Of course it is. Oh, and just when you do this, just make sure you're saving it every single, like, big step that you take, because if you don't save it and stuff up, it's a really pressing matter. I'm gonna go and find what am I gonna find? I'm gonna find a mattress, a white mattress texture. No, a white Duna color texture. And you just gotta find one of these textures. The last time I actually just took it off. Yeah, I did this, so I'm just gonna go quickly to classic white. Gonna go to Photoshop and just wait for Photoshop to open. In the meantime, I'm gonna also find a black Duna cover texture, which is going to be a little bit harder, I think. Yeah, this is going to be a bit harder to find. I'll just go large, file, new, oops, file, open, classic white doublet, and you just want to take this, or any part of this, I just want that part there, I want to cut it, file, new, no, sorry, all you want to do is undo that, get that copy merged, file, new, paste it, save it as a JPEG, Duna cover, save it as highest. Now I'm going to create my Duna cover. Duna cover white. For some reason that looks like it's gone black. Nope, it hasn't. It's a lot of wood for a house, I know, but still, I'm kind of liking the wooden style at the moment. And as you can see, the cloths have done themselves in. Well, on my bed they had. And we'll fix that up in the actual editing, but right now we can't do anything about that. Cloth on that. You go back up here. You go cloth on all the pillows. Cloth. Cloth. Duna cover, sorry. Just try and find the edge of the bed if you can. So much easier than just removing everything. Just make that white as well. So you've got this nice white bed. It probably will blend in if you have the same color, so just don't worry about that.